Hey, what's going on YouTube? So I'm bringing you a video here. I was restless last night, so I started looking at FanDuel and figuring out some parlays, and I came across this. As you can see in my corner here, for $100, $21,000, and I'm gonna show you what I have over here. Now, going down the list, actually here, let me show you where I found these. I'm sure some of you guys know, some of you guys don't know, but these are some good numbers. So obviously once you log into the website, you go to NFL, and then you go drop down to more wages, and you have what you call parlays. Now, where is it at? It's right here. And in this section, they have a bunch of different parlays you can bet on. They got the money line parlays, anytime touchdown, money line parlays. So basically, a team has to win and pretty much hit the points or hit the spread, whatnot. But getting into this, like parlay number 6, I seen this. Tampa Bay Buccaneers with the -4.5 and over 43.5 points. And they're giving you plus money for that. I like that. I really do. I believe the Buccaneers are a touchdown better than the Eagles tonight. Also, I believe that the Eagles and the Buccaneers will be fighting each other. The Buccaneers probably will go over because they've been disrespectful this year towards teams, except for New England, and it was raining that night. And I also believe that the Philadelphia Eagles could put up at least 14, maybe 18 points against Tampa Bay Bucks, which will put them over the total. So these two are really good numbers here, and you're getting plus money. Plus money. Now, let's talk about parlays. There's a bunch of information out there, and a bunch of people saying stop betting parlays. But in my case, I would say no. Do not stop betting parlays. Actually bet parlays, but don't bet parlays with too much money, should I say. So, just to give you a little story, in my life, right, I was extremely conservative, and I'm like, all right, how is it that I'm conservative and I had a good job making good money, but I never had a lump sum of money in my possession? And going back, and after life happens, I went back home because I got down in my life, and I'm asking these, or should I say, I met this person, right? She's doing a lot worse than me, but she had $10,000 in her hand at once. And I'm like, how did you have all that money? You're not really good financially, but you have all this money at once, and you just, blew it on pretty much life, And I'm sitting here thinking, how did she get in that position? And I thought, and she goes to the casino. She went to the casino and was betting on roulette, and she hit a couple of times. So I only told you that story to say this. You have to put yourself in position to win a lot of money, or else you will never ever have that much money in your possession at once. Obviously, if you work hard and save, obviously, but to be in the possession of a lot of money, you have to do things that will get you there. So that's why you bet parlays. Don't bet them for a lot of money. Little parlays, so you can do it for a longer period of time. So as you can see, $10, $2,000. Now me, I can afford to bet a parlay once in a while for $100 on some numbers that I really like. Now these are the numbers that I like. These are the numbers that I like. As you can see, the first game on the list, well, we did the Tampa Bay and New England game, but this Pittsburgh Steelers with the -4.5 without Russell Wilson and over 34.5 points. Now, I did the research on how many points the Pittsburgh Steelers scored this season, and their lowest game was 34 points. Every other game went over 34 points. So I'm not worried about the over. The spread against a Geno Smith versus a top 10 Pittsburgh defense, yeah, I definitely like that. I definitely like that one as well. Going down the list here, Los Angeles Rams with the -10.5 and the under 39.5. Now, this is a bit of a gamble because the Rams could easily score 40, but I'm banking that the Giants that they do not score in this game, should I say. And if they get maybe 1 or 2 field goals, that's pretty much their limit. All their starters are out. And then you have what you call sportsmanship in the NFL. So if you actually look at it, teams that see other teams struggling or whatnot, they usually don't blow them out and disrespect them by that much. And anything over 40 is disrespectful. So I believe McVay is not only a good coach, but he's a respectable guy. And he's really not going to take advantage of a hurt Giants team. Obviously, they're going to win. Obviously, they're going to win by a large margin, but they're not going to be disrespectful with it. They're going to try to run out the clock and end that game as soon as possible. Now, that's just my opinion. And the other game I have on the list, you have Kansas City Chiefs with the -4.5 and over 46.5 points. That's a good game. Kansas City Chiefs have been struggling lately, but I feel like after this week, they're trying to get back on track. That last game, they got blown out by the Bills. They definitely want to bounce back this week against a mediocre Washington football team. And Washington, they can put up some points as well. So over 46.5 is a good total. Last but not least, keep hitting the wrong one, you had the Dallas Cowboys. Dallas Cowboys, they're -4.5 and over 41.5 points. The Dallas Cowboys are extremely good this year. They got a running game, a passing game. Patriots traded off Gilmore. So now I'm trying to figure out where's their passing defense going to come from. You have a rookie quarterback still. You have a promising and experienced Cowboys team that's been phenomenal. And you have that two-headed monster in Dallas that can definitely get you up to 33 points. Also, New England is good for at least 2 touchdowns in this game. If not, the Dallas Cowboys is returning, and obviously New England is going to keep fighting until the game is over. So over 41.5, I'm not worried about the total. The Dallas Cowboys, I am not worried about them covering the 4.5 with the spread. And I do not think this game is going to come down within a field goal. And that's just my opinion. I think the Cowboys are that much better than New England. But these are some of the parlays you kind of want to look at. I'm extremely confident in most of these. This LA Rams game, you can definitely get the more points in it. I've seen it here in the parlays. They have more points for the total if you're not comfortable, but I don't see them having a problem covering the 10.5 this game. Definitely a plus 14 with this team. Also, let's go back to that. Let's go back to the homepage. Let's go down to back to the NFL. And here you go. You got the regular games you could put on the parlay as well. Now, what other game would I put on there? And that's the thing that's going to have to figure out. I do like the +3 with the Arizona Cardinals. And as you can see, 42,000. The +3, Arizona Cardinals is number 1 in points scored. But Kyler Murray is hurt. He hurt his shoulder. That's a question mark. That is a question mark. He's limited day-to-day with the practice, so that's a question mark. You might want to put down a Denver Broncos team. I'm just saying, because with everything that went on, a new head coach, a new philosophy, are they really going to be ready or prepared? But then again, that's still a gamble. And then, I mean, you do it like that, $30 for a really solid Buffalo Bills team. The possibilities are endless. And then you can even do Miami Heat and Atlanta Falcons. Actually, let me see. Atlanta Falcons, Miami. Who is? So I'm actually all right. So the Nets and the Timberwolves. Okay, Brooklyn. So yeah, I'm working on NBA this year. So Brooklyn's a lot better. And then you have, who's down there? Who's the worst teams? You got the Atlanta, but you know what I'm trying to say. Yeah, you know, we get the picture. So that's going to come up when that comes up. But you definitely want to take a look at some of these. Also, say like, so for instance, I really like these numbers over here. I really like these numbers. I might do 3 or 4 parlays just for insurance. So 3 or 4 parlays is probably 3 or 400 bucks, and get these. And then obviously I like Green Bay in that one. I do like Green Bay by 4.5. I think Green Bay can cover the 4.5. But if I do, let's say for instance, 300 bucks, which ain't gonna make or break me, and that's gonna be my limit for the month on a solid parlay to get to bet both sides of certain games that I'm kind of, fishy about or iffy about, it's definitely worth it as far as you having a price tag like this. $80,000, 400 or 500 bucks. It's not gonna make or break you. Well, it's not gonna make or break me, should I say? And the risk, the reward outweighs the risk, so it's definitely worth doing. But definitely hit that like button, subscribe, share, and I hope I kind of open your eyes to betting parlays. So if everybody's saying don't bet parlays, don't listen to them. I'm telling you, bet them, but don't bet them with a lot of money. Do not put your house on a parlay. That's just ridiculous. But again, like, subscribe, share, and bet wisely. All right. Catch you guys next video. I'm trying to put out a player prop video for this weekend. It's probably going to be that Rams game. And I just seen this. I had to share it with you guys. But appreciate you guys. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for being loyal viewers. And catch you next time.